Tonight, as he mourns the passing of his father Stuart at the age of 90, and again from all of the Catamount community here and beyond, we wish the Plumer family well and condolences, and look forward to seeing Coach back behind the bench next week as the Catamounts head off to Holy Cross. Puck is down for the second period. RIT sends it around. McPherson stopped it behind the net. Parkin chips it. And here comes Sini Karjalainen. Karjalainen works it free for Teresa Schaafsal. Schaafsal again needs 5 points to tie Amanda Pelkey for the all-time scoring lead in Catamount program history. Schaafsal with an unbelievable season last year, was the player of the year in Hockey East. Leading the Catamounts to a second-place finish, a place that they were voted to finish once again here this year. Shot on goal. McPherson sticks that aside. RIT wants to stem the tide here as a shot from the point goes off the body out in front of Parkinen. She shrugged it down just below the chin. Ended up tumbling wide. Centering pass, looking for some traffic out in front, was Burks. Now it's back to the point. Siamos. Down low for Burks. Burks in the circle, back to Siamos. To the point now for Carr. Carr to the corner, gets it back. Siamos a shot, blocked out in front. A wave of bodies in front. Knocked that down, and here comes Parento trying to chase this one down ahead of Carr. Parento does, stops inside the blue line. Whiffed on the pass, trying to work it down low, and Elise Murphy will have to come back for this. Team Petkova covering the other point as Murphy was going off on a line change. Petkova tried to gain the red line and dump it in. That was knocked down by McNeil. Beecher now, the freshman, fires a shot. Pad save made by Coe. Rebound to Podine. She scooped the shot out in front, but that was blocked by McNeil. Catamounts continue to dig. Burns the goal scorer for Vermont. Trying to turn it back the other way. She's pinned to the boards. Another Catamount player, Beecher, was knocked down. Puck eventually comes to the stick of Petkova. Petkova reverses course, works it down low. Beecher trying to center it for Burns on the side of the net. And ended up going all the way through the crease. Burns chases this one down ahead of the blue line. Pitchforks it back into the corner. Beecher on the bounce, couldn't handle it. Taken now by RIT. Looked up to McNeil, and Chloe McNeil chips it off the window and out. Not as far as center as Haley Burns knocks it down. Passes for Beecher is onside. Beecher working inside out, trying to get around her chin. She was knocked out of the play by Aquero. And the puck goes into Sarah Coe, who gets a whistle. 17-19 left to play here in the second. Shots on goal now 11-4 in favor of the Catamounts. As we get another chance to look at Beecher trying to work around the defense of Aquero. And Kylie Aquero does a nice job of angling her off the puck. Malenkovic to take the draw in the offensive zone. Stalemated in the circle. McCool pulls it out of the pack. Backhand save made by Coe as she's got it in the glove. What a terrific save by Sarah Coe. Face-off win, Parkinen. Works it back now from McCool with time and space. Backdoor into the slot. Shot high by Malinkova. McCool kind of froze everybody looking down low and then passed one out to Malinkova. Side of the net. Malinkova lifts one high as Shofsall got it to her. At a sharp angle, Natalie Malinkova just couldn't roof it. Now Malinkova in to the backhand. Malinkova saved by Coe, and the rebound's cleared to the near side. Oh, but for Sarah Coe, the Catamounts would have had a couple on this shift. Shofsall trying to scoop it in deep. Centered one out in front. McCool just couldn't shift it to the backhand to get a good shot off. Shofsall along the wall, couldn't take that one away. Picked up by Burks. Burks tried to wind it around to the near side, but pinching in was the defense of Parento. Bella Parento dropped it down low. Tansky tried to shift away from trouble. Battling along the wall. Puck stays free and finally comes out of the zone for the Catamounts to chase out to center. It was a dominating first period territory for the University of Vermont. RIT started off well here in the first 2 minutes of the second period. The Catamounts have once again reshifted that tide. Burks behind the net. Kyla Bear up the wall. Catamounts Parento pinches in to take it away. Bella Parento. Chris crosses with Holmes. Keeps the puck straight away. Ducks to the backhand all the way around to the left wing circle. Back for Lily Holmes. Holmes chips it in deep, taken by Blaise Savoy. Back to the point for Murphy straight away at the blue line. Chips to the right wing wall for Tansky. Tansky tried to shuffle it down low and missed. Lifted to the line, but not out as Murphy keeps it in. Taken now by Jessie Burks. Burks with some time and space, which has not been the norm for RIT here this afternoon and this evening. Dobson shifts through some traffic. Dobson down low, taken away on a good back check by Humphrey. Humphrey for Podine. Podine going to circle back and reshape the breakout with 15 and a half left to play in the second. Long pass ahead was off the stick of an RIT player, so no icing on the play. Bailey Kale will be back for this one. Nice pinch by Podine to keep it in deep. Skelton couldn't get a skate on it. Kept in by Humphrey, who slings one wide. All the way to the far side for Petkova. Petkova faked like she was going to the point. Ducks the shoulder, takes it on the backhand. Tinka Petkova being pushed from behind. Cycling, works it down low. Loose top of the crease, knocked aside. Parkkinen. Skelton back to Parkkinen. Parkkinen down the wall, works it for Petkova. Petkova back to Parkkinen. Parkkinen drags, shoots, deflected out in front, high slot still loose. Skelton can't tee it up. Burns digging for it, couldn't get it to the forehand. And skating back out with this is RIT. Levesque with a little bump. Puck chip deep and icing will be the call. Nice step up there by Sarah Levesque. Forced the puck to be shot in from the opposite side of the red line, forcing an icing. So the aggressive things the Catamounts do to stem tides and stop rushes. Here in the background, UVM Pep Band in attendance, as they were last week. Good to have them back in our lives. Here at Gutterson Fieldhouse. Adding to the atmosphere in this opening night, which sees the Catamounts leading 1-0 on a first period goal from Haley Burns. Natalie Malinkova shifts course, gets it to McCool across the line. Shofsall cutting, back to down low. Shofsall scores! Top line of the Catamounts, beautiful pass work. McCool finds Malinkova, who finds Shofsall, who finds the back of the net for a 2-0 Catamount lead. A 3-on-1 creates the 2-on-1, which creates the backhand goal. And Teresa Shofsall moves 1 point closer with her first goal of the season and her 51st of her career. Going to be Shofsall from McCool and Malinkova as the Catamounts take a 2-0 lead. From the point, deflected out in front wide of Jessie McPherson. There from the point, that lifts one. All the way around for Burns. Burns backs it up for Parento. And Parento has has some time and space behind the net. Carries to the near side. Beecher at the line. Couldn't work it out of the zone. Turned over and taken by Dobson. Dobson tried to center. Parento was there. Schaafsal picking up the Catamount goal. Malinkova with the assist, as will McCool get an assist, and the Catamounts take a 2-0 lead. First points of the season for all three of the top line of the Catamounts. Pinching in is Podine, works it back behind the net. Addy Carr for RIT. Trying to lift it up the wall. Catamounts again keep it in. Side of the net. Lily Holmes. Trying to work it out in front. Julian Misled was there. Broken up, though, by the Tigers. To the point, kept in. Off the bench, fresh, was Malinkova. Malinkova fires a shot down low. Holmes jamming at it. Couldn't work it past the netminder Co. as she was setting the screen for the Malinkova shot. RIT gains the zone. Bastiani dumps it in deep. Taken here by Teresa Schaafsal. Captain of the Catamounts. Cross-ice pass finds Malinkova. Malinkova dangles, waits, centered back in front. McCool, chip, rebound, loose. And it's still loose at the top of the crease. No whistle, and the RIT can take it free to the near side. Hammered off the window and out to center. Parkinen plays it across now for Karjalainen. Karjalainen cross corner dump into the right wing. Corinne McCool first to it on the right wing wall. Tried to work it behind the net for Malinkova. Instead it comes to Karjalainen pinching in. Turned over now. Shot save made by Koz. Malinkova got good wood on that one. Parento gets the rebound. Cruises around the net. Reverses course behind the net for McCool. McCool for Malinkova at the point. Malinkova tried to go cross point to Petkova, and it was stolen away and taken and sent free by RIT. Malinkova out there on a long shift. Humphrey's been able to come on for Schaafsal. As a centering pass, good back check Malinkova. Malinkova buried in the corner, and both referees have the arms up. Catamounts will go to the power play here, and we'll have to make sure Natalie Malinkova is okay. She's slow to get to her feet as the whistle stops play, and the Catamounts will go to their first power play of the season. They've got a 2-0 lead to Teresa Schaafsal, her 51st career goal and her 101st career point, as she picks up one early here in the season to give the Catamounts a 2-0 lead.
It took a while to get up here. We started out around 1959. Then we took a hard left in East Africa. A right at Baja. A 180 in the empty quarter. And that 65-degree incline at Hell's Revenge. We didn't do all that just to get here. We did it to give you a truck that'll take you anywhere. This is the new Nissan.
Body checking penalty assessed to number 3, Chloe McNeil. The Catamounts will go to their first power play of the season. They've got one penalty kill under their belts, and now they'll try and take a 3-0 lead with their first power play. Maddie Skelton across the line with speed, chips it in deep, got bumped off the play, and the Catamounts are going to go to a 2 advantage. It'll be a 5-on-3. As Amy Dobson just leaned the shoulder into Maddie Skelton after she had chipped it in deep, and the puck was away long enough to draw an interference penalty. Minor penalty for interference. Amanda Tassoni, Scott Prim are the officials in charge with the orange armbands. Robert Lemon and Jason Terry on on the lines for this opening contest at Gutterson Fieldhouse. And Dobson just put the official in a bad spot there. They have to make that call when you shoulder someone up. So a 5-on-3 power play for the Catamounts. Malinkova, cross ice, Schaffsall, Karjalainen creeping in as the points come down. Backward pass, Schaffsall. Shot it just to the outside of the net. Schaffsall, Karjalainen, back to Schaffsall. Waiting, top, Karjalainen, Schaffsall, cross-ice pass, McCool, chipped it back out in front, cross-ice back to Schaffsall, and it was on her backhand and spun past her stick. 1:14 left on the 5-on-3 advantage. Malinkova looking to ramp up the one-timer. McCool spins and fires. That tumbled off her stick. Now Schaffsall back out in front. Surveys, finds Malinkova, fires a shot saved by Ko. They score! Ko got a piece of it, but Malinkova got enough of it. It's a power play goal, and the Catamounts lead 3-0. Well, even up from here, you heard the poof as it hit Ko, but you saw she was uncomfortable with it. May have gone off the blocker, then between the body of Sarah Ko. Ends up getting into the back of the net, and the Catamounts have a 3-0 lead and still 1:14 left of power play time on a 5-on-4. Cross-ice pass for Burns. Burns works it back to the point for Murphy. Elise Murphy waits, fires through traffic, bounced off the body and tumbled high and wide. Hammered up the wall and out of the zone by RIT as they get a clear with 47 seconds left on the Catamount power play. A 5-on-3 power play goal by Natalie Malinkova gives the Catamounts a 3-0 lead. Haley Burns delays, waits into the slot play. Savoy, she scores! Evelyn Blaze Savoy, a one-timer! It's a power play goal, and the Catamounts lead 4-0. Blaze Savoy's 5th career goal, and she just leaned into the one-timer just inside the dot. Ko got a piece of it with the pad, but just couldn't get over fast enough. And the Catamounts now have a 4-0 lead. Off the face-off, Beecher across the line. She fires a shot that goes just wide. All the way to the near side, Levesque chasing in, got a piece of it. Pakova backing her up on the defense, chips it in deep. Beecher had it hacked off her stick, but keeps control behind the net, works it to the point. Now for Levesque. Kept it onside and backhanded it in deep. Leaning was Beecher. Malinkova picking up the first goal for the Catamounts on the power play. Teresa Schaffsall picks up an assist. The second point of the game for Schaffsall. She's now got 102. Pakova working it down low. Beecher couldn't get it. Nice step in and take away by the defensive Kyla Bear. Bear will dump it in. McPherson eyeballs that, catches it in the mitt, and gets the whistle with 8:30 left to play in the second period. A pair of power play goals for the University of Vermont gives the Catamounts a 4-0 lead with 8:30 left to play here in the second period. It's opening night against RIT on ESPN.
For the EPA Spray of the Week. And the winner is Emerald Green. They're going end-to-end with an EPA-registered disinfectant.
And working those corners to ensure cleanliness.
Great teamwork.
They took it a different angle.
Emerald's power play is to utilize the 3 tiers of the CDC disinfecting process.
That's an all-star lineup.
And what a finish. Emerald Green with a spotless record.
Emerald Green Building Services, your facility, our responsibility.
Back at Gutterson Fieldhouse, get a look at the bench. And tonight's bench boss, Alex Gettins, going over some things with his team. So far, so good for the Catamounts here, who with 8:30 left to play in the second period, have a 4-0 lead. They're 2 for 2 on the power play as they picked up a 5-on-3 goal. and then scored on the 5-on-4 portion of it afterwards. Malinkova and Blaise Savoy picking up the tallies. Schaafsal even-handed prior to that for the second goal for the Catamounts, and she's got a 2-point night, as does Natalie Malinkova. Lily Humphrey trying to cut through the traffic. Parkinen pinching in, taken there by McNeil. McNeil couldn't work it out to center. Relentless forecheck and pressure by this University of Vermont team. Skelton took a stick up high, responded in kind with some body work. Puck sits free. Some rough stuff behind the net as Addie Carr getting into the business of Maddie Skelton. Skelton's pinned down, can't get back up, but the puck pops free to Blaise Savoy. Now Skelton's got it behind the net as she's to her feet. Carr, little cross check there. Play continues. Parkinen, nice angle off, and contact just shy of interference. Good job by the first-year player Parkinen. Sini Karjalainen. Out now for Blaise Savoy. Evelyn Blaise Savoy had a power play goal. Scored last week against Ottawa, too. Good start to her season, and she looks a lot different coming into this year in the 2 games we've seen her as far as confidence and kind of goal-scoring ability. She wasn't in a lot of position last year to score a ton of goals, but now skates as the center on the second line for this Catamount team. And so far, so good with goals in consecutive games. Across the line here, Maloney. Maloney taken out with a nice defensive play by Parento. Parento lifts ahead. A little bit too far for Julia Misplet. McPherson stopped that one with the stick, left it behind the net for Murphy. Murphy reverse course. Good sniff out by Dobson, who picks the puck up. Good forecheck here. Back to the point. Blocked out deep on the shot by Burks. And that goes wide. Aguero to the point. Cross point now for Burks. Burks behind the net looking for Facette. Facette couldn't take it away from Alex Gray. Gray reverses it for Parento. Parento chips it up but not out. Good pinch there by Vozdani. Vozdani centering pass looking for Facette. That was blocked away and taken by the Catamounts home. She'll just angle it off the wall and work it back out to center with 6 minutes and 5 seconds left to play. Vozdani waits. Little backdoor pass. Facette was there but had her head turned the wrong way and couldn't get a stick on it. So McPherson steered it wide. Taken behind the net by Ness. Facette battling with it. Catamounts lifted to the point but not out. Siamos. Fire into the equipment of Murphy. Murphy had took a couple steps before it finally shook loose, and she's out to center with it. Murphy just angles the cross corner dump. Catamounts will get a line change. Trying to catch him in at RIT. Works it up the wall to Ness. Backhands it in. Lexi Sung on the forecheck. Podine to it first for Vermont. Up ahead now for Teresa Schaafsal. Schaafsal for Malinkova. Malinkova inside out move. Malinkova tried to work it to McCool, but a great poke check. And a nice stick in the lane by Kyla Bear. Bear working ahead, chopped it into the zone there offside. And a whistle stops play with 5:15 left to play in the second period. Catamounts leading in shots on goal 18-4, and they've got a 4-0 lead with 5:15 left to play in the second here from Gunderson Fieldhouse.
Took a while to get up here. We started out around 1959. Then we took a hard left in East Africa. A right at Baja. A 180 in the empty quarter. That 65-degree incline at Hell's Revenge. But we didn't do all that just to get here. We did it to give you a truck that'll take you anywhere. This is the new Nissan.
Neutral zone face-off after the offside call before the break. Catamounts win that. And we'll start from their own defensive end. Sarah Levesque being hassled. by Lexi Sung. Avoids that problem. Works it up to Teresa Shopsall. Shopsall will just chip it in deep and give chase. Malinkova will be first to this. Natalie Malinkova for Corinne McCool. This top line of the Catamounts, producing 2 goals so far here tonight. Malinkova out of the corner. Had a poke checked off her stick. Good take away by Solinger. Solinger turns and sees nothing but Catamounts. Centering past Shopsall. Stick broken up. Rebound comes loose. McCool had a pinball off her hands. Now Parkkinen fires a shot. That's sticked aside by Coe, who got the butt end of the stick on that one to steer it off the top corner of the net. A great job by Parkkinen and a terrific save by Coe to deflect that one into the screen. Patkova won the face-off. Beecher trying to tap it through some sticks. Parkkinen to the point, fires one eye high, and a glove save is made by Sarah Coe. Coe played both games against UConn, lost 3-0 and 3-2 last weekend. He'll play against the Catamounts here tonight. RIT will head home to Rochester next weekend to take on St. Michael's, who is just a stone's throw away from Burlington and Colchester here in Vermont. RIT shuffles this one out of the zone. St. Michael's new to the Division I ice hockey levels just in the last couple of years. Played mostly a Division II. In fact, they're one of the last Division II national champions in ice hockey. Sini Karjalainen works it up the wall. That's chip free. This will be an icing if it makes it to the red line. It will not. It'll have to be played there by Kyla Bear. Bear reverses course, gets tangled up with the Catamount player. They both go down and will peacefully separate under the watchful eye of referee Tassoni. Back the other way, meanwhile. RIT got it to the high slot, but couldn't work it in deep. Kangzar rings one off the pipe. On the rebound, Burks leaned into it. That was sticked away. Good play by Skelton through traffic, deflected out in front. Parkkinen got a piece of that, and the Catamounts can chip it for Maddie Skelton. Skelton took a chomp but kept the puck, trying to kick it from the skate to the stick. Back up ahead for Sitz offside. Tansky got a piece of that puck to slow it up enough, and that created the offside. The face-off will come back out of the zone. And actually will come all the way back to the other neutral zone face-off dot, since that's where the pass originated from the other side of the red line. .3:15 left to play here in the second period. Catamounts with a 4-0 lead. Rob Ryan, good to be with you on this Friday night. Game 1 of this weekend doubleheader against the RIT Tigers for the University of Vermont. Big opening weekend for both the men and women. Julia Misplay, first-year player, trying to work around the good defense there of Addie Carr. Carr steered her to the end wall and now is able to take it away. Addie Carr across the red line, dumps it in. Elise Murphy, number 11 for the Catamounts. Cross-ice pass. Misses Lily Holmes. Icing washed out here as Burks can play it. That band getting a UVM chance started here. Malinkova left it for Shopsall. Tapped ahead. McCool's onside. Works it for Malinkova. Tried to leave it for Shopsall. Second tap by Murphy goes wide. Shopsall covers her point, standing straight away the blue line. Malinkova finds Shopsall. Shopsall in on the backhand, trying to scoot it back out in front. Had McCool at the top of the crease, but couldn't work it through the defense of Ella Facette. Taken away now by McCool. McCool for Podine. Podine for Malinkova. 2 minutes to play. One-timer. Whistles wide as Shopsall. Or pardon me, that was Parento, who had rotated down low from the circle. Hammers one wide. Comes all the way around and down to the other side. McCool. Errant pass broken up. Solinger had it given away. Here comes Lily Humphrey. Humphrey reverses back for Levesque. Sarah Levesque throws a shot. Deflected play. Savoy had it on the stick, but just got tangled up and couldn't pull the trigger. Blaise Savoy reverses down the wall, switches places with Parkinen, who jumps in on the offense. A staple of this Catamount team. Constant waves of rotating offense and defense. From Sina Karjalainen all the way down to all 6 defenders willing to jump into the play to pinch to keep offensive possession alive. The Catamounts have had the defenders to do it. And Parkinen is no exception to that here in her first career game. Work down low in the final minute of play. Catamounts with a 4-0 lead. Nice keep. Backhanded in by Blaise Savoy. Haley Burns, who scored the game's first goal back in the first period. The only goal of the first. Behind the net with it. Shifts to the backhand. Into the circle, a shot that never got through on goal. Pekova on the rebound. And that goes wide. Beecher. Kept in. Parento. Backhand. Spinning to the forehand. A shot and a save made by Coe. Through some serious traffic out in front. As Laura Beecher was trying to set the screen. Just great offensive effort. Nice play by Pekova to shift back, and that actually deflected off of an RIT player. And tumbled in on goal. 12 seconds left to play. Catamounts out shooting RIT 19-5 now. I think Laura Beecher thought that Robert Lemna was throwing Pekova out of the face-off circle, and she went to go move in to take the draw, and that was the second violation of the face-off. So the Catamounts are going to be shorthanded here for the final 11 seconds on a face-off violation. It'll be Lily Humphrey who serves it. So you don't really get thrown out of the face-off circle anymore. You get a warning on a face-off violation if you're in too early or whatever the violation is on a face-off, and there are many different kind of ways that can happen. Most notably encroachment, or if someone doesn't get their stick down. Nice out in front, they score! A quick power play goal with 8.5 seconds left to play as a face-off tumbled out to the top of the crease and was swiped into the backhand. And RIT is on the board as it's now 4-1. This looks like an innocent enough play off the face-off. It just kind of scoots down low. And right there, a backhander by Bailey Kale. And the Catamount face-off infraction cost them a power play goal, and RIT's on the board here in the second. Buzzer sounds. We've played 40 minutes here from Gunnarsson Fieldhouse. The Catamounts get a Teresa Schaffsall even strength goal. And then power play goals for Malinkova and Blaise Savoy to make it 4-0 before RIT scores with 8 seconds left to go here in the second period on the power play. We believe it'll be Bailey Kale's goal to cut the deficit for RIT to 4-1. We've played 2 periods here in Burlington, Vermont. It's open
nights for the Catamounts as they have a commanding 4-1 lead
at the end of 2. Back with the third period after this on ESPN. They'll be here at home tomorrow against RIT to wrap up this 2-game series. And then it's off to Worcester, Mass and Holy Cross for a pair of games next weekend before returning home here against UConn and their first or second Hockey East opponent, but their first here at home. Puck is down. We're underway here in the third. Catamounts with a 4-1 lead, led 4-0. RIT gets a goal with 8 seconds left in the period on the power play. Lifted ahead, Schaffsall is onside but can't get to the puck. Maloney drives her into the boards and glass. Play continues. Aguero. Up ahead, Parkin in nice angle. Played that well for a first-year player. The freshmen have looked really good. Parkin and Podine on defense. So, that's one of the tougher positions to really come in and play well as a first-year player. And, Anna Podine obviously redshirted last year and was with the team. But getting her first career start here tonight in her first career game. Along with Parkinen, Mispled. And Beecher. Centering pass out front. Blaise Savoy snaps a shot that's blocked into the feet of the Tiger defense. Finally ends up below the line. Blaise Savoy back to the point. Here's Parento. Parento behind the net. Skelton. Skelton taps it for Humphrey. Humphrey surveys and pulls back onto the backhand. Shifts forehand, finds Skelton in the right wing corner. Skelton in the corner, behind the net. Crisscrosses with Humphrey. Humphrey trying to cut to the middle. Ran into a couple of Tigers, and they're able to take it away and work it out of the zone. Lexi Sung. Sent it ahead, short of icing. On the quick cut, McPherson. Petkova backs it up to Murphy, and Petkova now gets it back. Petkova. Little drop pass for Parento. Leaves it here for Podine. Podine through traffic. Anna Podine lost the handle on it at the bottom of the circle. She tried to shift to the forehand to shoot. Good wheels by Anna Podine. Long pass ahead, McNeil. McNeil's got the goal, center. That's blocked away. Turnaround shot, glove saved by McPherson, who saw it the whole way. Chloe McNeil picking up the tally. Her first of the season. 5'7" junior from Ottawa. Played in Providence prior to transferring to RIT. Her second career goal in her 30th career game. Podine behind the net. Sarah Levesque spinning away from forecheck trouble. Got tangled up. Puck goes behind the net for Frissette. Trying to center one. Catamounts get in the way of that. Here comes Malinkova. Moves it ahead to Corinne McCool. McCool across the line for Schaffsall. Schaffsall shifts to the center. Fires a shot. Glove save made by Cole. Schaffsall always shifty. Able to get her stick in the right position. And get a good look or find a seam to make a pass. Sini Karjalainen around the net. Centered one out in front off the side of the net. Never got through. Humphrey back behind the net to pick it up. Humphrey battles there with Salamos. Maddie Skelton eventually gets buried along the end wall, and that'll cost RIT. Will be shorthanded. Let's see if there's a check from behind or a body check. It's going to be on Addie Carr, who will sit. And Amanda Tassoni's talking it over with Scott Prim, which means they're probably discussing a possible check from behind. In real time, didn't look like much. And I believe it is going to be a minor penalty. They're going to run a cross-check. So minor penalty for cross-checking to number 25, Addie Carr. Catamounts to the power play where they're 2 for 2. Schaffsall wins the face-off back to Malinkova. Malinkova taps it for McCool. McCool winds, gets it down low. One-timer save made as Schaffsall got a good piece of it, but at a sharp angle. Karjalainen, cross-ice pass, right-wing circle. Back to Malinkova. Malinkova pauses. Backdoor saucer pass misses Schaffsall. Comes all the way to the far side. Chased down by by Humphrey. Humphrey able to keep it in briefly, but checked past Karjalainen and steered free by RIT. Short-handed on the carry. Dobson got as far as the front of the net, and here comes Humphrey across the line with McCool. Backs it up for Shosall. Shosall from the circle. Dangles, pulls it back to the forehand. Tried to work it to the point for Murphy. It was deflected. Eventually gets to Murphy, who taps back to Teresa Shosall. Give and go with Blaise Savoy. Now back to Murphy, right point. Right wing side, Shosall. Cross ice, Malinkova. Malinkova creeping in from the point. Defender playing the point for the Catamounts as four forwards are out there. Shosall pulls it to the backhand. Gets in short. Side, trying to flip one high and just missed the net. Nifty little move by Teresa Shosall. She'll come off on the line change. Catamounts will get a second unit out there. Haley Burns finds Blaise Savoy in the right wing circle, works it back. Now straight away for Murphy. Murphy, one-timer Burns, blocked out deep and clear. Salamos with a terrific block, and she felt that one as she heads to the bench. .22 seconds left to go on the power play for Vermont. They're 2 for their previous 2. Scoring on a 5-on-3 and then the ensuing 5-on-4. Nice pass in the middle. Skelton in, fired a shot that was deflected. Good job. And stick work by Kyla Bear to get her stick in there to block that shot. Blaise Savoy, backhander, save made by Coe. Well, Blaise Savoy's been good here tonight. She's got a goal, and she's had several other opportunities. Skelton to Burns, who's got a goal. Try to center it. Side of the net. Blaise Savoy, and a save made by Coe. Rebound popped out to Parento, but was taken away and cleared. Back the other way. Here comes Ness. Nicole Ness, sharp angle. Lost the handle, deflected, as looked like McPherson got a piece of that. And then it was kicked behind the net. Blaise Savoy takes a high and heavy hit. Referees say play on. It's a little chippy out there right now. Sini Karjalainen, one of the captain C's for the Catamounts, along with Teresa Shosall. Long pass ahead. Here comes Beecher on a breakaway. Oh, tried to go to the backhand. Great back check by Salamos. Karjalainen flips this one in. But Beecher took a perfect pass and nearly picked up her first career goal. Beecher did score 2 in the exhibition. Earning a spot on that fourth line. .13:10 left to play. We're back to even strength hockey. Centering pass out in front. Great deflection. Stick work there by Tinka Petkova. Kolesic worked across ice for Kale. Kale trying to lift it in deep. Bear backs this one up. Kolesic plays it off the wall a little bit too far for Solinger. Catamounts recover, work it out of the zone. Corinne McCool couldn't chase that one down. Right back in comes Aquero. Aquero, side of the net pass. Nice save by McPherson. Closing off the short side. Burns with it straight away. Works it down low for Maloney. Back to Burns. Now for Kangzo. Solinger behind the net. Gets him up for the Aquero. Catamounts were able to take this away, though, and work it out of the zone. Shosall trying to chase it down on the near side. Sent right back in. Icing waved off. Anna Podium takes the tap from McPherson. Sarah Levesque surveys the situation and finds an outlet in Podine behind the net. Podine crisply ahead to Malinkova, pardon me. Makes one move, has McCool cruising down the right wing. Didn't have an angle to get a pass to her. Now gives it away at center. Dobson in. Dobson, time and space closed off nicely as coming off the bench was Parento. Elise Murphy taps for Parento, carries through the defender. Makes a move in the circle, gets to the blue line and chips out. RIT sends it on the backhand as Nolan couldn't chase it down. Sent the length of the ice on an errant pass, and the Catamounts have iced the puck. Catamounts leading shots on goal 23-9, and they've got a 4-1 lead on the scoreboard. set to take the face-off opposite Natalie Malinkova. Defensive zone win for Malinkova. Catamounts clear the zone. Nolan drops it on back to Kolsik. Kolsik. Now for Kyla Bear. Bear with Malinkova hot on her trail. Malinkova will peel off on a line change now. For checker is Corinne McCool. Forces the turnover. Catamounts can't chase it down in the zone, so Lily Humphrey makes a move. Ran into one. Parento just knifes it in with one hand. Bear around the net. Just chips this one into some safety. And this will be icing. Bella Parento took a very Billy from Family Circus route to that puck to make sure it's short icing. 10:46 left to play. Catamounts with a commanding 4-1 lead. 3 goals in the second period. Nothing scored here so far in the third for either team. Nolan lifts one down the wall. McPherson stops it, sends it right back. Burns tried to back it up to Karjalainen. Karjalainen with some space, couldn't nudge it ahead. Burns with a nice pinch in, or Burks, pardon me, with a nice pinch in. Karjalainen will go behind the net now with it. Nice pass ahead. Burns just couldn't continue to carry. Parkinen with a nice cutoff between the benches. Catamounts hammer it back in. Will come off on a line change. RIT cross-ice pass. Does not connect. Lily Humphrey back the other way for Vermont. Humphrey to Skelton. Backs it up for Blaise Savoy. Blaise Savoy backhand out. Front rolls just wide as Humphrey got a stick on it. Now Blaise Savoy to the backhand. Pad save made by Coe. Blaise Savoy has been incredible here in this first game. Several good chances. And she has cashed in on one. Scored the second power play goal back in the second period to give the Catamounts a 3-0 lead. Blaise Savoy here. Tried to angle it back. Humphrey. Off a deflection. Was able to tap it in deep. Sarah Levesque curls away from trouble. Catamounts complete a line change to forwards. Onside play here. Julian Mispled. Mispled carrying in deep. Trying to backhand through some traffic. Was taken off the puck. Now Bear hammers it out of the zone. And this, if it's heavy enough, will be an icing, and it's going to be washed out. Good chase down there by Aguero. Aguero cancel out the icing, but couldn't make anything of it. Parento chases this one down behind the net. 8:36 left to play in the third period. Catamounts out shooting RIT 24-9, and they lead on the scoreboard 4-1. Turned over in the neutral zone. Alex Gray across the line. Leaves it for Lily Holmes. Holmes fires a shot up high, shrugged down by Coe. Lurking for the rebound was Gray, but couldn't get to it. To the point, but not out. Parento kept it in ever so briefly. Good chase down by Amy Dobson on a second effort to get it out of the zone after Parento knocked it down. Cutting in here is Petkova. Fires a shot high. That catches the glass. Petkova just stepped through traffic and hammered one off the window. Burks had to go off her skate. Comes out to center where Karjalainen can play. Karjalainen played by Parkinen. Parkinen tried to make a move, gave the puck up at the blue line. Solinger was able to keep it in deep. Catamounts cover up very well, though. There's not been a lot of sustained attack for this RIT team. Their goal came on a power play with 8 seconds left in the second period. That's the last goal we've seen with 7:20 left to play in the third. Catamounts with a 4-1 lead here on opening night from Gutterson Fieldhouse on ESPN.
while to get up here. We started out around 1959. But we didn't do all that just to get here. We did it to give you a truck that'll take you anywhere. This is the new Nissan.
This is where it all begins at about this age for young hockey players. Influenced by this women's hockey team. Taking in the action here tonight, and they've seen the home team take a 4-1 lead with 7:20 left to play. It's one thing that this Catamount program offers is tremendous access to this team from within the community. And as the team has grown stronger, so will that bond with the community. Coach Bloomer and his staff have done a tremendous job. This has the whole University of Vermont Athletics Department across all teams, really. Chop down low, little backhand. Levesque got in the way of that. Schaffsall able to steer it ahead. McCool taps it onto the stick of Milenkova. This top line so smooth. Milenkova drops for Levesque. Fired one wide. McCool couldn't chase that one down. It's picked up and skated away by Maloney. Lindsay Maloney slung it ahead, looking to connect with Aquero. Kylie Aquero on the forecheck. Couldn't get to it. And the Catamounts once again command possession. Up ahead for Maddie Skelton. Skelton had Schaffsall cutting. Couldn't get it to her. Pass was behind her off a deflection. And McNeil comes the other way. McNeil, the goal scorer for RIT. Her first of the year. And her first as a Tiger. Humphrey couldn't control that one. Backing her up was Murphy, though. Pinched in at the line. Bear was offside. Now Humphrey dances through some traffic. Plays Savoy from the circle. Shoots, she scores! Evelyn plays Savoy, her second of the night. And the Catamounts take a 5-1 lead. Evelyn Blaise Savoy has been terrific. And she cashes in on a second opportunity. She scored a pair of goals last week against, or scored a goal last week against Ottawa. And she's got a pair here tonight. And it gives the Catamounts a 5-1 lead here with 5:45 left to play in the contest. Puck comes out of the zone. Holmes waits, centers it back in. This split touches up, gets onside, and goes in on the forecheck. Puck bounces away from Kangzar. Kangzar able to re-corral and send it ahead onto the stick of Ness. Ness being chopped at by Mispled. Karjalainen takes a loose puck and backhands it around the net. Lily Holmes is there for it. Holmes a little bit too far for Karjalainen, but at center, Julian Mispled feathers it ahead to Gray. Gray chips it in deep. Evelyn Blaise Savoy picking up her second goal of the night. Beecher with a nice steal at the blue line. Tried to center it ahead. Back out for Podine to play. Lily Humphrey picking up an assist on the goal. 5 minutes left to play. Elise Murphy also picking up a secondary assist on the Blaise Savoy goal. Catamounts with a 5-1 lead under 5 minutes left to play here in the third. Here in this opening night on ESPN. Hockey East all season long here on the ESPN family of networks. Happy to be with us. Doubleheader from the gun here tomorrow. A centering pass out in front. They score. It's McNeil again. McNeil got to the front of the net, caused a little chaos, and found a hole in Jesse McPherson, and it's now 5-2. Get another look at it here. Nice centering pass. Catamounts looked like they had things well in hand, but Levesque just couldn't get over in time to tangle up McNeil. And she ends up getting her second goal of the game. Terrific centering pass by Jamie Nolan. Will pick up a primary assist on the play. And we'll see if there's any other assists on RIT's second goal. Nolan couldn't play that one. Ends up going the length of the ice. They'll say no icing. So Lily Humphrey will have to play. for Elise Murphy. Murphy head up skating, buzzes through center, gains the red line and dumps it in deep. Icing not a factor. Maddie Skelton picks this one up. Skelton turns, spins it on the reverse. Schaafsal gets down low, spins away from one defender. Cuts out in front, centering pass out in front. McCool save made by Coe, who got the right pad on it. Battle along the wall, McCool comes with it. Corinne McCool trying to cut to the center, had it knocked off her stick. Good defensive play by Kangzar. Schaafsal finds Parkinen, shot, rings it off the pipe. Oh, Parkinen got in and put it just off the elbow. Parkinen again from the point, that close to her first career goal here in her first career game. Natalie Malinkova spins away from some trouble, drops it for Schaafsal. Schaafsal cuts to the wall, waits, gets to the top of the circle, fires a shot that goes wide. Schaafsal peels off on a line change. 2-point night for Teresa Schaafsal. Blaise Savoy has got a pair of goals. Corinne McCool has a 2-point night, as does Natalie Malinkova. Lifted into the Catamount bench, and that'll bring us to a timeout. Catamounts with a 5-2 lead here at home on opening night against RIT. Game one of this weekend set with 2:53 left to play here in the third.
Now, hockey fans, for the EPA Spray of the Week. And the winner is Emerald Green. They're going end-to-end with an EPA-registered disinfectant.
And working those corners to ensure cleanliness.
Great teamwork.
Let's look at a different angle.
Emerald's power play is to utilize the 3 tiers of the CDC disinfecting process.
That's an all-star line.
And what a finish. Emerald Green with a spotless wicket.
Emerald Green Building Services, your facility, our responsibility.
Back live at Gunderson Fieldhouse. Catamounts about to get an offensive zone face-off. With just under 3 minutes left to play here in the third, Catamounts with a 5-2 lead. They're out shooting RIT just about 3-1 at 29-10. To the point and out. Sent right back in by RIT. Catamounts made it 5-1 on a goal by Evelyn Blaise Savoy, her second of the game. Humphrey and Elise Murphy picking up the assist. Chloe McNeil, her second of the game from Nolan James, and Siamos picking up a secondary assist on the play. Has made it 5-2. 2 minutes left to play here for the Catamounts in their debut of the 22-23 season. And so far, so good with a 5-2 lead. Behind the net, Alex Gray takes. Worked it up the wall, just out of the zone. Dangling through the middle. Shot on goal. Tipped wide. Parento might have got a piece of that before it got to McPherson. Side of the net, blocker down. Great save by McPherson on a sharp angle shot coming from Bostani. Final minute of play here from Gunderson Fieldhouse. Catamounts looking to make it 1-0. Teresa Schaafsal from the circle throws one out in front, a little bit behind Corinne McCool, who couldn't reach out. Good defense being played there by Salamos. Schaafsal chopped out, taken off her stick, leaves it for McCool. McCool spins it back. Schaafsal, bottom of the circle, centered it back out. Karjalainen Just works it down low. Malinkova for Shafsal. Shafsal tangled up, taken down. Play continues as RIT to the point, but not out. Karjalainen sends it back in. Shafsal takes it off the wall. Had Malinkova out in front. Good defensive play by Addy Carr to take that one away. Final 13 seconds here from Burlington. Karjalainen ahead now. Malinkova. Beecher cutting to the net, had to go off her stick and then wide as it bounced up on the arrow. Malinkova with 2 seconds and one. That'll do it here from Gunderson Fieldhouse. A successful home debut for the number 14 team in the nation, the University of Vermont Catamounts, as they beat RIT by a final of 5-2. Evelyn Blaise Savoy with a pair of goals. 2-point nights for Blaise Savoy, Shafsal, Haley Burns, and Corinne McCool, as well as Natalie Malinkova, pacing the Catamounts to a 5-2 win. Game 2 of this 2-game set coming at you tomorrow with a 2 p.m. face-off. We'll have all the action right here on ESPN. ESPN's coverage of college hockey. For the casting crew here from Gunderson Fieldhouse, I'm Rob Ryan. Once again, the final score, the Catamounts 5, the Tigers 2 until tomorrow at 2. Have a great night, everybody.